What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great weekend. Back for round two. We talked about Isaac Seumalo a little bit ago, clearing up some cap space. Go check that video out. But here and now, we are about to talk about the status report. So all of the injuries, by Friday at 4 o'clock, you have to have your status report in, whether they're questionable, out, doubtful, all that great stuff. So going to give you the list for the Eagles and the Lions, and that'll be it. But if you have any questions, any comments about anything, please feel free to drop it down below, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time. So let's jump into this bad boy. And look, the Eagles, we knew going into this, there were a couple guys that were sort of questionable. We knew that they were being precautious with Miles and Jason and all those things. Those guys weren't even on the injury report this week, other than Miles being a full participant. So let's go. My man Drew in the building. Let's go. You know what, my man? So we're going to get through this. We're going to talk about, some of the things the Lions are going through. And man, I think some of the things I had said earlier this week are definitely going to happen. So let's go. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the Eagles status report first and foremost. So you see here, all of the guys that were on the list this week, there is no injury designation for any of them. So let's go. Derek Barnett, Javon Hargrave, Miles Sanders, and Josiah Scott all ready to play. So big news for Javon Hargrave, Miles Sanders, two starters, and then, of course, depth pieces in Derek Barnett and Josiah Scott. Really excited to see that. Starting off healthy. Let's hope they can stay healthy throughout the season. We know they didn't have very physical practices, and the Lions did the complete opposite. So we'll see how that works out. But speaking of the Lions, that's not it. Let's jump into I've got this all bashed. Hold on a second. Okay, so going into the Lions injury report. And these guys, we talked about some of the injuries on the offensive line, not great for them. And they have a vastly improved offensive line, but they are missing pieces. So we talked about Vaitai being placed on the IR a couple days ago, and his replacement, Tommy Kramer, that's supposed to say out, not did not practice. Son of a bitch. I always do that. So you've got Tommy Kramer out. You've got Levi Onwuzurike out. So big news there. And then doubtful is Afitu Melifonwu, but Frank Ragnow still questionable. That is not great for them. Their center dealing with a groin injury with Kramer out and Ragnow banged up. Jordan Davis, we talked about him having a great first game of his career. I think that could definitely happen. We need to shut down DeAndre Swift. They're going to be coming at us, probably be taking it to the outside, I imagine, but let's destroy in the middle, collapse it all, allow the edge rushers, outside linebackers, everybody to get in there and feast. Of course, our Sam linebacker, Son Reddick, too. So let's go, baby. Now, no injury designation. Chris Board, good to go. John Kaminsky, and their kicker, Austin Seibert. So that's huge news for them. They obviously are going to rely on the run game with DeAndre Swift. He is obviously their best player, but now they're going to have to focus more on a running attack outside the numbers there. So I think that, when you're looking at this team, we beat their ass 44-6. They added some pieces, though. They've got Hutchinson. They've, really improved. But it all begins in the trenches, ladies and gentlemen. So where we improved, they're banged up right now. So I think the Eagles are going to pounce. And, I keep getting questions. Can we cover the 3.5 point spread? I bet money that we would win by over 2 touchdowns. So I get it. People watch Hard Knocks, get excited. I love the energy too. But, dude, the Eagles are a force to be reckoned with. And look, there may be some bumpy roads at first. There's a lot of new pieces here, but there's a lot of the same peaches. Second year for the coaching staff, second year for a lot of these players on the offense, some on the defense in this system, respectively on offense and defense. So I think that you're going to see a lot of improvement, and I think people are still sleeping. Now, you've seen a lot of the fans and media, most of them jumping on board now, and, we've been trying to warn them all damn off season. But look, here's the thing. I don't care what those people have to say because they didn't even know what defense Eagles ran last year. So got to take what they say with a grain of salt. Every week they will be changing their tune. Not a big deal to me. For me, we need to come out, though, with the statement win. We need to come out and punch them in the mouth because you should be able to do that. Again, you could have some sloppy things happening. It's the first week of the season. I'm okay with it. But you need to go out and beat some ass. Winning by over 2 touchdowns is something I see in my mind, and I would feel very good about once it's accomplished. Now, they only scored 6 points last year, but I think we could hold them under 10 again. I really do. I think this defense is going to be, and again, I've been saying this all week, but now that they're missing some pieces on the offensive line, best of luck to you. You shut down Swift. You shut down Hawkinson. Last year, I think he had 10 catches for 89 yards. Shut him down. I think Swift did jack shit. He had like 20-some yards last year. So I'm not worried about these guys, but I definitely think they're going to bring, some fire. And it's in their house. I'm sure a lot of our fans are going to be there, but it's going to be a tough matchup. I'm looking forward to it. Two completely different coaches, but two guys that love the game. So very excited. My man Hulk in the building. What's going on? I'm ready. That wall is not ready. I'll be real with you. Yeah, I know, man. We were just talking about that stuff. Ragnar will probably play. He's questionable, though. So they can say what they want. He missed practice for 2 days before. He went through walkthroughs yesterday as well. So he can go through walkthroughs all he wants. I want to see how he's doing in game day. So excited to see this defense. Indeed, my man. Only hope that, I don't know why he would just change what he's doing, go soft. A lot of the media fans don't understand Jonathan Gannon or his defense, thought we were running even schemes last year. So you can't really take what any of those people say because they don't know what they're talking about. So when you look past the people that don't know anything, you have to realize Jonathan Gannon's a great coach. So all of the people that are misinformed and, were wilding out this all season, they're in for a really rude awakening when they have to delete all their posts and start saying everything that I've been saying, just like everything else, because, they just don't understand football. And that, you should have a basic understanding before you start talking like you're an expert. So you heard all the people saying, we're switching defense. We're switching to a defense we ran all of last year. It's like, so you weren't watching or you just don't know what you're watching. I can't take what those people are saying seriously. I just can't. So Jonathan Gannon is going to continue to be a great coach. So why the Broncos and Texans try to get him off of our hands, why we finish as a top 10 defense last year in yards, because this team was improving while people were whining. So when you break it down and see what was happening, it was lack of personnel. So that's why I saw it out while everyone talked about Deshaun Watson, Jimmy Garoppolo, how that was going to get us to a Super Bowl. I talked about adding a nose tackle in Jordan Davis, a Sam linebacker in Hassan Reddick, a middle linebacker in Kaiser White and Nakobe Dean, James Bradbury as a corner. We got all of those people. I broke those down before they happened, talked about what that meant for Jonathan Gannon and what it would allow him to do. So, yeah, the world's about to be put on notice. A lot of people confused. You have to blitz every play. That's also not how things work. So you saw the Bills didn't blitz last night. That is what I'm talking about. It's about creating pressure without having to blitz. And you do that with the odd fronts that you're going to see. So be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. All of those people are going to be deleting all season. And it's going to be beautiful to see. And you guys know I did my best to break down how the multiple schemes actually work, what was actually happening, because I just didn't know. I guess people just weren't watching or just didn't know what they're watching. Going by what I saw last year. Yes, so Big D agrees with me. Jonathan Gannon, a great coach who improved week in and week out. So we saw it with our own eyes, as Big D says here. You saw it with your own eyes. Jonathan Gannon just got better and better. And that's with a lack of a nose tackle. Your Sam linebacker was Jannard Avery. Inside linebackers, TJ Edwards was, improving, but struggled at the beginning of the year. Alex Singleton, Davian Taylor always hurt. So, yeah, this is going to be quite improved, and I cannot wait to see it. So I'm with you. I saw it with my own eyes. What a great coach he was. And, that's why the Texans and Broncos try to get him. So you can't listen to people that don't know football. We're switching defense. It's like, dude, we literally ran that defense last year. So try not to listen to what those people say. You got to just actually know what you're watching and looking at. And when you do, you realize Gannon's a great coach. And with these pieces, this defense is going to be a top 3 defense. So I'm excited as well. I know what I saw. Can't listen to the people that don't even know what they're watching. So excitement to go around. And all those people, as I told them, for 6 months now, get excited. We're going to draft Jordan Davis. We're going to sign Hassan Reddick. As I've been doing, you start seeing they're finally flip-flopping. We just got to keep trying to teach them, keep teaching them what's actually happened, and stop following what the media is pushing them towards. So the more we do that, yeah, man, I don't know about his baby arms. He's got some arms, but yeah, that dude, he really, he's a special teamer, depth piece. So best of luck to him, but not a starter. So TJ Edwards, Kaiser White, Nakobe Dean, going to be quite different. So excited these guys are healthy. We're going to get a taste of it. Cannot wait for Sunday, but I'll be back later tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can know when we are talking live, baby. But if you got anything from this, do me a favor, hit that like button And here's a little preview. That top 10's coming, baby. And this is an exciting one. There are some good matchups in this game. So looking forward to it. I hope you will all take the time and tune in later tonight. I hope your weekend is off to a great start. If you guys need anything, you want to talk about the birds, talk about life, you can always reach out to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Here, hold on. We got a long comment here, man. I don't listen to nobody outside of Philadelphia organization when it comes to my team. I see a Super Bowl caliber team like the additions. Yeah, man. And June, that's how I'm able to see these things before anyone else. That's why last year I said we would be a Super Bowl contender. And now you hear everyone repeating it. I was able to do that because I don't listen. I don't listen to the radio stations. I don't listen to any of these media people. And that's how, while they wasted time talking about Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Jimmy Garoppolo, I was able to talk about Jordan Davis, Hassan Reddick, Kaiser, all those people before it even happened. So if there is any reporter or any expert who had anything close to what I did this offseason, I'd love to hear about that person. But there is not a single person out there. So, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I do, and we'll see when we match resumes at the end of even an offseason if I should start listening. After this year, and, obviously the previous years I killed it too, but this year, yep, that's a no-go for me, my friend. So I do all I can. I hope that you guys appreciated this. I'm hoping that you enjoyed talking about Reddick and Davis and all those guys rather than Deshaun Watson all offseason, because that stuff, that was so dumb. It was like, who would ever? That's not going to happen. So, hey, man, we do our best around these parts to teach what's actually happening. We'll see if people actually start paying attention. You enjoy the rest of your night. I hope to see you with that top 10 later. Glad to see people jumping aboard the Eagles train. That's right, baby. I told you. Yeah, it was coming. It was coming. We were close. Here it is, baby. So you're going to see that a lot. A lot of people root for the Eagles now. Thank you, God, because the nonsense was too much. Gannon didn't play defense, and Hurts doesn't have an arm. They're switching there. It was like, did these people watch football? Pretty rough offseason for them. So I expect to see a lot of deleted posts and conversations I've had like, hey, where'd that go? And I always comment, where'd you go? I love every second of it. They can tell me what they know about the cap and what they know about everything else, but we'll see what actually happens in the end. Wanted Davis well before the draft. Hey, man, that's great. A lot of people, talking about what they said or wanted. I got my videos and backup proof to show it, So, hey, look, this is why I do this, man. Just trying to change the game out here. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy, knowing what's coming rather than talking about shit that doesn't happen. So, hey, let those people enjoy their misinformation and hot takes if that's their thing. This is America, so we know that is the thing. But I appreciate those of you who are diehards and love learning the game or want to tell me something, a different opinion, or you just want to join in. You don't want to jump in and be an asshole. I can't stand those people. I'm going to tell you. And it's like, dude, you don't even have a basic understanding. Like if you got something or you understood, I would listen. But there's just, you see those people. It's rough. And it's like, bro, it's always the loud people that have never played a sport or even, it's like, dude, no one cares that you think Jalen Hurts has a weak arm. He doesn't. Anyone who watches football knows that. So it's enough misinformation. I think the media and fans are going to have to shut it down and jump on board. They all see what's coming, baby, and I don't blame them. But I did try to teach them. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying the start of your weekend. I will be back with that top 10. I hope to see you then. But you all stay safe out there. And until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!